Hi gang, welcome back to Waxing On, and today it's Wednesday, so we're looking at classic rock. Now today we're going to go back and revisit a Beatles album. And I know we looked at the Beatles on probably our second episode. I've talked about Paul McCartney in a more recent episode, but today we're going to go back and look at two versions of one of the Beatles, well, one of my favorite Beatles albums, and that is Let It Be. Last album by the Beatles, but it comes in two versions. This was what the original version looked like. And if I remember correctly, it came in a box set. If you've got like the early versions of it, you got a special souvenir booklet with it, but it was a little expensive. So having just come off buying the White Album and Abbey Road, I really didn't have enough money to buy the good version of this, so I had to wait until it came out onto cassette. And then I waited again until it came out onto DVD. But again, one of my favorite three Beatles albums. If I could only pick three, it'd be Meet the Beatles, the White Album, and this one. Now, this one was produced by Phil Spector, and McCartney was never really happy with the way it sounded. They wanted more of a stripped down sound. They're just a band playing. So more recent years, they came down to this album called Let It Be Naked. And they went through and took out a lot of that extra Phil Spector wall of sound, the orchestrations, and just got back to the basics of what the band sounded like. Now, some of these are tapes from in the studio. Some of them were recorded on the rooftop, that you may remember the rooftop concert that was in there. McCartney was not happy. He got Ringo and George to kind of go along. Lennon still was not happy with this. He felt that Phil Spector had done a pretty good job with what he had, saying, with all the crap we gave him, it's lucky he put out an album out as good as he did. He was not happy with any of the product on here, which I thought was a pretty strong album. I do enjoy the stripped down version of just hearing the band playing their tunes, not hidden behind all that extra producer gloss. Now, the difference between the two albums, there's a couple of tunes missing from this one. The song Maggie May and Dig It were not on the new album. We do have Get Back, Dig a Pony, For You Blue, The Long and Winding Road, Two of Us, I've Got a Feeling, the one after 909, Don't Let Me Down, I Me Mine, Across the Universe, and Let It Be. So Don't Let Me Down is one of the add-ons in here as well. Now this one, two album set. And it came with a great little book. Maybe this is some of the stuff that was in the original one. I don't know because I never had a chance to see it. I'll just give you an idea. There's lots of stories. There's photos of the band. There's a great souvenir booklet to read along with while you're listening to the album. And unfortunately, in the original Let It Be CD, I was just stuck with this. Just the cover photos again and the set listing. Now, Let It Be Naked also came with a second disc called Fly on the Wall. So a little outtake, snippet from the studios, a little behind the scenes clips for us, which was kind of fun to listen to. You're not going to listen to that over and over, but it was kind of nice to get a little insight into what was going on behind the scenes of the recording. Just an excellent album, two different versions for you. If you want the original as it was, we've got the original Let It Be, all the orchestrations, everything filled in, and Let It Be Naked. And I'll tell you, when you listen to two McCartney hits, The Long and Winding Road and Let It Be, and you hear them just as the band and him playing without all that in the background, it's pretty powerful stuff. So that's it for today, Classic Rock. We've got two versions of a classic album by one of the great bands of our generation. I think both of them are available streaming. They're obviously both available for purchase, and hope you check them out. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you on Friday.